Okay, welcome. This is the Methods Podcast. This is the Prelude. We just wanted to introduce ourselves and go over what this podcast is going to be about, who are the kind of people we're going to, have on here, and what our values are. So I'll just go ahead and start. I'm Sebastian, and I'm joined by Austin and Bowen today. We're all 17-year-olds. We're very interested in setting up our futures for success, and really how we do that, our term for it, is what is our method of success. We're going to talk about what that means to us and how did that come to be the name of this podcast. For me personally, method is really just how you live your life, how you carry yourself on a day-to-day basis. What is your purpose in life? What is your method to being a better human, a better, whatever you are in your career, any of that. That is really your method to becoming a better version of yourself. Yeah, Austin, what do you think?
Method to me is plain and simple, is just your path to success, and that can be taken in many different ways. How Sebastian was going about it, there's so many different embodiments of it, but honestly, just plain and simple, it's your path to success, whatever that may be. Bowen, what do you think about it?
Yeah, well, when I first heard about method, I just thought of it as like my way of making money for the rest of my life. Whatever it is I wanted to do, did I want to trade, did I want to have a marketing agency? It's just my way of making money because I didn't want to exactly follow the route that, most people are lined up to do, like, just kind of working your way up and things. I kind of wanted to make my own path, right? And I just wanted to find my method of doing that. All right. I do agree with Austin. It is a lot to do with success, definitely. When I first heard about it, it was more so just a monetary aspect, but it's grown to be a bit more than that, especially now with this podcast.
And a huge thing we all agree on is like the big reason we want these monetary gains at like a young age, the things we're striving for, is really because what we value more than that is the time freedom that comes with that. We want to be able to have fun. We want to enjoy our life early. We don't want to get stuck in that trap of waiting until you're 40, 50 to really, start traveling, exploring, and having all these experiences. We're willing to, sacrifice some things now to really work on the bigger picture. And that's really why that's the name of this podcast, Methods. It's really, we want to know, not because we've talked about it a lot as a group of friends. We've learned about each other for the most part as much as we can. And that's really why we want to bring people on here, especially older people that have more experience in the world and have built themselves in their career. And we just want to learn, like, what is their method? What are the patterns they've noticed in the business world or whatever career they're in? And so those are really the type of guests that'll be on this show. I'd say a lot of entrepreneurs, definitely. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. I want to learn a lot about how they made their money and what processes they did to make that money as well. So what they did when they were just like us, when they were young and ambitious and trying to make their way. We're here to learn just as much as you all are. We're just able to do it firsthand, and that's personally why I wanted to create this podcast. I want to meet these people and really talk to people who have done it before me to kind of help me out and, pave the way for me a bit.
Yeah, my biggest interest in the podcast is definitely the variety in ages. You can have people that, they're just 5 years older than us. They've just gone through the same experience as us, or people like around 30 plus years older than us. And you got all sorts of different points of views, and it'll just be great to see all these different ideas.
Yeah, that's definitely our passion behind the podcast. We want to take their ideas, their values, their method, and how they're able to align so much in their life to be successful. And we want to take that information and put it into a digestible podcast episode for viewers. And hopefully you guys get some value out of that. Yeah, we're really looking forward to this first season. We've got a great set of hosts and an even better string of guests lined up. Very excited for some of these guests.
Yeah, that about sums it up.